Hello everyone, I'm here today to provide a general guidance reading which is timeless, so anytime you come back to watch this, the meanings that come from this will be intended for you at this time. Okay, so I have 3 piles. We have pile 1 with the copper, pile 2 the clear quartz, and pile 3 with little strawberry quartz here. I'm going to shuffle, well, I have already shuffled the decks, but I'll give them a quick little shuffle again, and I'll pick a card from each for each pile. And then once I do, we will have you feel into the energies to see which one you are guided to listening to. So pile 1's card today we have opportunity. Pile 2's card we have the goddess of sanctuary, Hestia. And lastly, with the strawberry quartz for pile number 3, we have porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. So I'm going to give you a moment to allow you to feel into the energies of each deck and pick which choice you are drawn to the most. I will pop the timestamps down the bottom in the description, and feel free to just fast track straight to the card reading group number that you're ready to read when you're ready. Okay, so group number 1. You have chosen the group with the card opportunity, as well as the stone or the piece of metal, copper. So before I go into explaining this card further and feeling into this one, I will shuffle some more cards. We'll pull out a couple more oracle cards from some different decks, and we'll step into this. So group 1, and this is a timeless reading, so whenever you are receiving this is going to be the right time for you at the moment. We have 32, mirror magic, lunar light, past lives, spectrum, and self-care. And another one. Now I will pop details of each card deck into the description below, so if you feel called to check out these decks yourself, I'll ensure that they're popped down there. So we have Knight, be brave and honest. And the last oracle I will pull will be from Spirit Animal, and we have Giraffe spirit. See the big picture. Okay, so first things first, we have opportunity. We see that you're in an energy at the moment where you're pursuing a goal or planning ahead for an opportunity that you can see ahead of you. You are aware of what it's going to be. The reason I say that you already are aware of what this opportunity is because you can see it in the picture here, sitting up on the hill, although it looks to be like there's still quite a path to go to get to this. You've got plans in place, you have a dream perhaps, or these goals have been something that you've been trying to work towards for some time. I see here you're walking hand in hand with another, which tells me that you have support. Either you have support with you now, or I'm also getting that to make this path easier for you, if perhaps it's work related or going out on your own, is find someone to collaborate with. Find someone that's going to hold your hand and support you alongside on this journey. It is a windy path, so there are going to be different obstacles to overcome. We have here the number 23, so whether that's significant to you at all, I have a feel into that too. I see with the stars though, I do feel like it's a bit of a magical opportunity, this one. It's pretty special to you. Yeah, but you still got a bit of fogginess in there with the clouds. It's almost like, although you see it, it's still a little hazy. And then you don't have all the details just yet. Still got a little bit to get through to discover. We then have card number 32, which is Mirror Magic. Lunar Light, Past Lives, Spectrum and Self-Care. So with this, we've got the moon here. I feel like there's a lot of emotional elements in this path. As I said, it may be goal related to work. It could be perhaps something more relationship based as well. Either way, it's something that's dear to your heart. It's something that's special for you. And although I can see here, it's almost like the mirror's facing away, so the stars are in the mirror and they're pointing away. It's like this is the magic that's to happen, but you're not yet letting yourself see that it's possible to make this happen. You can see what this goal is, or this opportunity, but you're not quite yet at a point where I guess you are believing this for yourself. So it's like you're reflecting it out as a thought, and it's definitely a want. It's something that's dear to you, but it's not felt yet. But to be able to see this, we need to look at a bit of self-care. We can see around the plants that are growing and nurturing quite well. So it's almost like for you to see the illumination of this, it's to start taking care of areas of self that are going to support your mindset through this journey. I'm also getting that representative of the full moon. We have got full moon coming up in a couple of weeks, so whether it's relevant to the upcoming full moon, or perhaps it could be relevant to a future full moon that this is going to illuminate for you. But I do, in the meantime, feel like the full moon is potent for you to put your magic in letting go of these negative self-beliefs and really harnessing that self-care through meditation and other means that will support your emotional balancing through this process. Here we have the Knight. Be brave and honest. He's holding on to this dream. It's so you're brave with regards to moving forward into this. You're willing to endure the pain that it takes to see this outcome come to fruition. You see he's holding the sword, 2 hands. It's like, I feel that that's representative of, you know, albeit there's pain and suffering in holding that, it's still, hold on to that bravery and the courage to step into it. And again, he's in this meditative state. So I feel like there's a message here for you to really center back to yourself. So come back to your own belief system, your own authenticity of what you want. So not what others are, you know, reflecting to you. It's go with your own inner guidance, what you see as necessary on your path forward. Giraffe Spirit. It's such a beautiful card, this one. See the big picture. Giraffe Spirit is all about, you know, he's got his super long neck. He's looking up from way up high. So it's like, take a step right back. Remove the emotional aspect. Remove the negative or positive or whatever it may be, all everyone else's input. Just remove it. Stand up tall and look at it from above. See the big picture. See what magic is ahead of you, because there is so much magic there to be had. You can see, like, again, there's all these stars around this opportunity. It's magical. It's just, you have to see it with your own perspective, from new eyes of coming back to self, your inner reflection. So I will pull some cards from the tea leaf deck, which I have already shuffled. So we'll just pull a couple. I love these tea leaf cards. They're the best. They're the best. So we want to get a month as well for what full moon we might be thinking about, where there will be a good opportunity coming ahead. So for some reason I'm feeling called to just do the month first. Okay, we have December. Thinking this December full moon. Opportunity or windfall. Announcement with the bell card. Take care of, or there will be a loss of material wealth with the shark. Bowl with plenty of material things. Clouds, temporary problems. We've got the clouds here. Wreath, sorry over a loss. Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And finally, we have heart, love, deep affection and caring. So straight away, we've got illumination of there's going to be a clearer path as you step into this self-care between now and the December full moon, starting to really put focus into the areas of self that need focus. We're going to see some magic happen in December. It's next to the carrot, which is opportunity or windfall, and the bell, announcement. So I feel like there is going to be an opportunity that is going to be coming ahead to you to support you through this. Whether it be a person, as we saw with someone holding hands here, or whether it be financial support, because the carrot is, you know, we think it's golden. It's, to me, it seems prosperous. It's, you know, you don't know how much it's going to be in the ground until you pull it out. So it's almost like it's growing. It's an opportunity that's unseen. You're not going to see this coming because, like I said, it's in the ground. It's like, oh, I'm going to pull this out, and then suddenly you'll see how big or how magical, whatever the opportunity may be. So this announcement and opportunity is going to be unexpected. And up here we have take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Again, this was next to the night where we were talking about removing thoughts and limitations or other people's input that isn't conducive with what you need to be focusing on. So I think here, again, it's really focusing on what you want. Take care of the sharks out there, those that are perhaps small-minded, or maybe they're just coming from a place of, I don't know, it's like they're just not coming from a place of authenticity for you. It's like they just want to, well, sharks are predators, so they just want to take. They just want to hunt and see what they can get from that. So ignore what's on the outer, because there is plenty of material things for you to get when you step into your bravery and coming back to self and seeing the bigger picture. You'll see that they were just temporary problems. They weren't big. They weren't going to be, they weren't going to be big enough to cause long-term harm. So by seeing this, by stepping back into your intuitive self and seeing this for what it is, and that's just temporary problems, you will step forward into so much more abundance of material things that you are seeking. Wreath, we have sorrow over a loss. And nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So here I'm getting the feeling that you have had a previous loss, which perhaps has limited your perception in situations like this, like, well, what support you are going to get or how successful you're going to be able to be within this due to something perhaps happening once in the past that has limited your thoughts on within your perspective within situations like this one. That it may have affected your emotional security, or perhaps the security of having a loving family. And this security with self and community and family is important to you. But here with the heart, it's as though, well, love, deep affection and caring is coming. That's not a problem. You can start to learn the lessons that were here with this loss and use them for your gain, and use it to open your heart again, to remember what you felt before that loss and how you felt with your heart and the beauty that was with this, this situation that was lost or person that was lost. And you can feel this again. You will receive this beautiful love and deep affection from a loving family or community. Remember, family doesn't have to be blood. family is whatever you make of it. And it's that nesting, that nurturing of those around you. And we all nurture each other. I'll grab some cards from the tarot so we can get some more intuitive messages to help you finish off this reading, group 1. So what does group 1 need to receive at the moment? I have King of Cups. We have 6 of Swords. The Emperor. Judgment. Apologise about my dog barking in the background. Yes, they need a walk today and they haven't had one just yet. So they're probably just itching to get me to come back in and take them out. So we have King of Pentacles, Judgment, and King of Swords. Okay. 3 kings. Wow. And the Emperor. Some powerful energy here. It's as though during this time you've been definitely sitting in this power mindset though, like despite allowing your emotional self to get in, it's like we are seeing more energy of your, remember the masculine and the feminine energy, when I speak of it I don't refer to gender, I refer to it as in energy. So masculine energy is very, you know, like determined, driven, get things done, like move forward, motion. There's a bit more of a firmness and a oh, how do I put it, like a this is the plan and I'm going to action it kind of attitude with the masculine. So when we as, you know, if you identify as a woman, for example, and you are in your masculine energy, you are stepping into more of a doing and getting it done and a bit more drive. Whereas when you're in your feminine, you're probably more likely to be in flow and just allowing things to just be as they are, which is beautiful. But when you have a goal to get done, sometimes we need to step into that masculine energy to just be able to just action and goal oriented, move forward. So here it's either you've been too far in your masculine that you've actually been neglecting your self-care, which is powerful energy. It's like, you know, beautiful masculine energy to get things done is perfect, but remember the deep love, affection and caring to harness and bring back as well. Because, and you got the Emperor too, which is another major. Although this deck has, actually has the Emperor and the Empress cards reflected in as the feminine and the masculine opposite. So there's actually extra cards in this deck to show this. So I believe this was more of the feminine energy of the Emperor for this deck. So you see, you know, got the little bows and all the bits. So there's just a bit more of that creativity in the way this Emperor is expressing. So it's almost like, although you have another Emperor get it done, it's almost like there's a little bit more flow and creativity and, you know, intuitiveness. Although you see it's still got the strings, like holding on to the people, like I'm still pulling things along, I'm still getting things done. I've got control of this situation, but I'm also going to be a bit softer in how I do this. Like, you know, these ropes here, although this looks quite nasty hanging on, it's like, they're not tight, they're quite loose. So they're still allowing a bit of mobility in the situation, a bit of free form and how it's going to go. So it's like, well, there's still a bit of choice. It's not completely rigid. It's not completely, hey, you do this, this is what I want you to do, and this is how it's going to look, and this is how it's going to be. It's, yeah, I've got a bit of slack here. Let's let the universe help. Let's let intuition come into play a bit. You know, a bit of flair, creativity. And here you've got like Six of Swords. To me, it's like there's this little star and an anchor coming from the star down through the dark clouds. Almost like the star is showing that you can anchor into earth still with some of that magic from above, that support. You just need to, you know, that security is still there. You just need to drop that anchor and the light will hold you through the dark times. Like, you know, see this dark cloud shifting through, like, well, you know, let's drop this anchor and drop the burden of holding it all myself and allow intuitive and ethereal, or whatever it may be to you, whether you're a spiritual minded person and you do call on the other supports that are on offer to you, angels, ancestors, whatever you may refer to, guidance and support, and, you know, call them in. Ask the universe to support you through this. Start to lower that anchor and allow it to come through. You know, through the clouds, there's this little oasis down here. And there's a place you can go to get a little bit of respite, and in that mind coming back to self, a bit of downtime to anchor in those emotions and ground them again. Here, the King of Cups, this one's quite emotive. So again, you know, we've got the big fish in the sea all down the bottom, but above it's almost like it's the light's coming out. You know, the surrender, put the flag up, surrender to the divine, allowing support to come through. The Judgment card, it's like, well, it's time, mate. The angel's coming in with this support, but it's not just support, it's like a reality. It's like, I'm going to blow the horn on what is so you can see it. But with this, the magic's going to come through to help balance this. So it's like, yeah, it's funny though, because I see this as a very feminine, with the way this angel has been portrayed here as on the Judgment card, and then this more feminine energy, Emperor here. So it's almost like balancing, bringing that balance back in and coming back to that part of self. Remove the busyness of the life around. You see the city and the buildings and all the chaos on the outer. Just come back to the center, come back to self. Here we have the King of Pentacles, which it's quite an abundance of, you know, it's like the coins, all that real grounded, nurturing energy. It's like slotting a coin into the heart there, a big heart of gold. I don't know whether she's putting that coin in or pulling it out, but it's like there's plenty of resources here. Whatever it is that you're seeing, we've got here again the house on the hare. It's almost like the house on the hill here. Whatever opportunity you're wanting to move towards, there is so much abundance in support here. You've got plenty in your purse, like, what's that word, you know, and you've got plenty in your box of goods to get you through. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like there's plenty in there. It's okay. Plenty more where that come from. You're held. It's fine. You've got energy to get through this. Loads of it. And obviously the material abundance, for some reason I feel here like there's plenty of material abundance here to support you through this too, or it will provide plenty of material abundance. But we have King of Swords as well, which is beautiful flow of air energy, brings in a bit of that mystical. I feel like it's very mystical. Again, we've got the bird here, and the bird, it's almost like the bird's eyes become his eyes. So it's like, well, allow that intuition to come in, to look above. Remember, looking from a different perspective. The bird is able to soar up high and bring back a different perspective. So here it's like the bird is flown up, gotten a different perspective of life, and has come back and is allowing him to look through his eye, to see it for himself. And although he's got this sword here, it doesn't look like he's on defense at all. There's no need to protect. It's almost like there's just this beautiful energy of trust. Just this power of trust. And the darker down the bottom, with more of the bloom happening up atop, it's like the more we're allowing this beautiful king energy and trust to come through and just mix a bit of that, you know, intuitive aspect of it and knowing of where you're going, it's just going to be magical. It's beautiful. I feel like there's a lot of magic coming in here. So the biggest message here first, above all else, is over the next couple of months, be focusing on self-care. Nurture you, really nurture your heart and your mind, and come back to you. Allow the clouds to shift while you start to focus on what matters deeply to you, not what matters to others. Okay? But you've got this. You've got this beautiful, strong energy here to help you through. And once you bring in that intuitive sense, it's going to be really balanced. And accept help, don't forget. Accept help if it's offered. Take it or ask for it. Don't even wait for it to be offered. So group number 1, I hope you got the messages that you were seeking from this reading at this time. I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. I will be putting up regular content. And if you could like and comment to let me know how this resonated with you and your situation now. And even feel free to comment on what other readings you'd like to see in the future. But in the description below are all the card decks, so you can have a look for yourself. And if you feel called to look at another group within this reading, feel free. But all the best. Much love. Enjoy your journey. Hello, group 2. Okay, so this is a reading that is for anytime. It's timeless reading. So if you are drawn to this today, there must be a message here for you, and you have chosen group 2, which has the clear quartz. And we have Hestia, the goddess of sanctuary. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So before I go into this, I will pull a card from a couple of other oracle decks. All decks will be listed in the description below. So yeah, feel free to, if you're called to play with any cards yourself and any of these stand out, you'll find them there. Okie doke, so first things first, pull one from the Pure Magic Oracle. I do intuitive guidance readings, and I tend to prefer to pull out the oracles first before I start to make sense of them. So we will pull another card out for group 2. What do we have? we have, oh, sorry, it did come out the right way. Chakra balancing. Another one. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. I'll get one last one. The Spirit Animal Oracle. Oh, okay. It's going to go with this one. I have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Okay, so we have Goddess of Sanctuary. Most sacred sanctuary is found within me. So straight away, it's an energy of you remembering the beauty of the light that's already in you and nurturing that. Yeah, it's like she's got this golden halo. Like all the abundance is already within. You don't need to be looking externally for it. It's here already. It's already here. And we have chakra balancing on card number 6. So perhaps you're needing to have a look at your chakras to see what's requiring some alignment. Where are you needing to balance that perspective or inner self, or perhaps even your life? Like perhaps the way you're living at the moment is just not, you know, supporting your sanctuary of who you are. And this in turn affects every sense of yourself. When you're leading a path that is not true to you, it's not your authentic self, what happens? We lose our way, and we forget that the sanctuary's there. We start to seek externally for it more. We have card number 13, Mugwort Dreams, rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. So yeah, come back to your higher self, call in your higher self for support if need. Rest is really important right now for you to be able to find your rhythm again and really feel into your reality of the situation you're in at the moment. It's almost like the hair across the half is like she's only half seeing the picture. And we got, you know, the moon's not full as well. So it's like only half the picture's present right now. Unveil and allow the higher self to come in so you can see more of your reality. With rest as well, we see it here again in the Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. So again, rest. Take time to come back to self, balance you, connect with your higher self. Rest and reflect on where you're at the moment and why you're chasing something externally. And I don't know why, but I just feel like this is external to you. You're seeking something outside of yourself that is already within you because you're not seeing your worth for what it is. Skunk Spirit here is know your worth. You are never too heavy or too much for anyone. You see the skunk, you know, sitting with all his weight on this flower, and the flower's just, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to hold you here. You're not too heavy. You're not too much. Quite happy to have you here. You're worthy. There's a place to bloom with me, even if you do have a bit of stink in you. Skunk being a bit of a stinky character, you know, not saying you're stinky, but more or less whatever you see in yourself that you feel is unworthy is completely accepted by all the beauty and all the everything in this world. It's you fit too. You belong. You need to come back to home, to where your sanctuary is within yourself, and start to see this too. Feel it. I've already shuffled the tea leaf deck, so I will take some from this. And we will into this further. Right. Yeah, we'll go a couple more. There we go. All right. What have we got? Let's see. Put them aside. Okay, so what have we got here? We have younger woman. We have teardrops and great personal sorrow. Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. Bow. You are highly thought of. February. Then romance, celebration and party. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. Then we have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okie dokie. So, younger woman, straight away I'm feeling like this is actually reflective of you and your younger self or your inner child. Again, if you are seeing yourself, if you identify as a male energy or as a man, whatever it may be, this could be related more to the feminine energy within yourself. So just remember, it doesn't have to be due to gender. This can be due to energy. So if you are identifying as a woman, or identifying with feminine energy as more of a, I guess, prime part of self, then I'm going to say that definitely much to do with your younger self, your childlike energy. And then if it is more related to just feminine energy in general, irrelevant of what you identify as, I'm going to be saying that this is definitely related to feminine energy and perhaps, you know, feel like you've lost touch with your creative, playful, youthful self. And feminine energy is very creative and intuitive and playful, and you know, there's that kind of joy in there of remembering to be nurturing and like even here with the rest, it's like feminine and just wanting to really just be in that downtime of not having to do everything. So coming back to seeing which parts of your younger self, either your inner child and younger self or your feminine energy of self from your younger self in more of a youthful sense, where that's lacking and where you've lost it. You've lost your way. We have here the fan with romance, celebration and party, along with you are on the right path regarding some aspects of your life and triumph over troubles and obstacles. So it's like, hey, take time to reflect, really get in touch with your inner sanctuary. And we have beautiful celebratory energy coming from this. Like, you're going to triumph over this energy that you are in lack of at the moment, and this cycle that you keep repeating that is in seeking something externally to fulfill that lack of self that you have at the moment. So really putting energy into right now, coming back, rest, pause. Know your worth. You are highly thought of. You stand out. You're worth being seen. In February, you may encounter a situation or someone that is, you know, acting a bit silly, things that need a bit of balance, a bit of careful. You know, it might be something that might pause again. Like, I feel like you're going on this journey of celebration to self again and recovering what you've lost within you. And I feel like in February you may have a little bit of a temporary kind of shift on that. Like, someone's going to try and, I guess, whether it's someone or your own mindset or a situation, whatever it may be, is going to perhaps temporarily make you feel out of balance with regards to how you see yourself again and your worth. So be mindful of that. But if you keep focusing on when it's needed, that coming back to reflection and rest and balancing self, you'll keep overcoming these obstacles that come up. Time and time again, you'll keep trumping over it. Be better and better every time. Okay, so I am going to pull some tarot just to get a little more of a picture intuitively on where things are at here at the moment. And yeah, a little bit more of a story. Okay. We have 6 of Cups. Three of Wands. I'll pull these down just a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see this one on the end is all. 7 of Cups, 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, and Page of Swords. Okay. So, 6 of Cups. Just looks like this. Just looks magical, and you know, it's like observing youthful children just playing and joy and fun. It's almost with a face though of intrigue, like, can I be that again? Can I see the world like that again? Which again comes back to this younger self. It's like, you know, with the green, like, heart chakra, we've got the blue, which is very throat chakra. It's like, remember to use your voice and your heart. Lead with your voice and heart. Don't be afraid to use them. There is magic in your voice. You have magic to give. Three of Wands, we have it's just like this lady that's standing over this just long braids, just like winding around everything. She's just so unique in herself, and there's this one that's building that's just standing out in the middle. So intuitively, I get from this, it's just stand out, be uniquely you. You know, even the ship that's in the air instead of being on the water, it's like, just whatever is your way, do it. Don't mind what others think as you know, is their way and the way they do things. It's like, whatever you need to do to come back to self and to be authentically you, just do it, because unique is pretty bloody cool. You are, like, you know, here we've got 1 star being pointed out. It's like, well, you are like 1 star amongst so many. This beautiful shape of self, this creation of uniqueness that is only you, no one else. And it doesn't need to be anyone else. Just bear it all. Allow yourself to be carried lightly through and sparkle. Eight of Wands. You're supported in this journey. Even when you come up to this turkey and this grasshopper who may try and make your situation a little difficult, you are supported. You've got all this protection over you with the umbrellas, but you've also got lift off, like, take you wherever you want to go, that's fine. So if this situation is not working for you, this, whatever it is that tries to tip your worth again or take you away from your inner home, that's cool. We've got you. You're protected. Just got to remember that, you know, with these 9 sets of eyes, like you're just so concerned previously about everything on the outer, like what is with all these emotions and different ways I'm seeing myself. Like I've just got so many ways of viewing life and seeing myself, and like they've all got different expressions in the eyes too. It's like, it's okay. There's this light up here, the bloom, it's okay. This darkness won't stay because you're protected. And your uniqueness stands out from the rest. You're highly thought of. The Page of Swords, we've got, he's a very wishful, isn't he? It's just very standing up again, like unique. We've got this, and it's very like in his childlike, dreamlike state of just, yeah, I'm cool, I'm here, I'm doing this. And spreading all his little pieces of magic out into the world with the, I don't know if you can see that, but with the, what do you call it again? Oh, I forgot what they're called. Yay. Dandelion. All the little bits of dandelion, to me it's like little bits of magic. Just gonna stand up here and let my magic shine and sprinkle across everything, and wherever it lands, you see it's starting to get lighter on the side, the magic's going, whereas here it was a little dull. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to brighten everything up, because when I'm me and I'm in my home and I am outside of lack mindset and I am in my complete worth, balanced self, I am powerful. My creativity, my inner child is joyful, and everyone else feels that joy. A little bit of sprinkle, a little bit of love, just here and there, ding, just across the land, everyone that you touch. So again, back to the main point here, we want to be focusing on reflection, coming back to self, balance, allowing yourself to remember what is important to you within yourself and your childlike enthusiasm and joy and creativity and all the things that light you up, because that's where you'll recover your inner home, your sanctuary, and you'll remember your worth, and you will sprinkle all that joy and that abundance everywhere else. So every time you feel like something throws you back off again, remember, you're protected. You are highly thought of, and you are worthy. So thank you, pile number 2. If you feel called to, I'd love you to subscribe. I am new to this, doing this on YouTube, so yeah, I'd love the support. There'll be much more content to come as I navigate this beautiful world of how to video and how to edit and all the rest that goes with it. It's an interesting process, but it's cool. I'm enjoying it so far. But yeah, like the video would be amazing, and if you can comment and share how this made you feel or what you may have received from this, feedback, etc., it's always welcome. Yeah, I'd love to see you present more. And remember, in the description below you will find the card decks that were used in this, and any other relevant information that I may pop in time to time will be in the description. Thank you. Much love. Take care in your journey. Hello. Hello, pile number 3. Thank you for coming in for a reading today. You've been drawn to pile number 3, the strawberry quartz, or porcupine spirit, number 48, time for beginner mind. So, first things first, I will pull out a few cards from some different oracle decks, and then we'll read through the oracles and get a guide on where things are sitting at the moment. With regards to any cards used in this reading, I will pop them in the description below. Okay, and if you are called to, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. And I am new to doing this on YouTube, so I'd love the support, and feel free to share, like, and comment below with any feedback as how this resonates with you. Thank you. Okay, so we have 5 gnomes: humanity, friendship, hard work, and little visions. And one from the Divine Feminine Oracle. We have Zhu Wanjing, the mystic of peace. I am peace when my mind is clear and the way is clear. We have asking for help with card number 2. And our last oracle that I'll grab today is one from the Spirit Guardians Ancestors deck. We have I had this one come up in the last one in group number 2, so you may find a little message in there too. You may not, but it's up to you if you wish to check it out. Okay, so we have porcupine spirit, time for beginner mind. You're starting something new, or entering into a whole new situation, and I'm feeling like it's time to let go of the way your conditioned beliefs are from the past. So way you may have thought before, it's time to release that and let it go. It's take on a beginner mindset. Pretend like you don't already know what risks there are. And I know that sounds silly because we still need to know what risks there are, so I don't mean go in completely blind. What I mean more so is be open to what other information people have to offer. Don't let the shadow, see the shadow of this porcupine, don't let the shadow of your past experiences put a veil over the way you see things in this new situation. So for some reason I keep feeling like this is more love related, but I could be wrong. So take it whatever it is called for you. But I'm feeling have trust in this new situation. If you're holding on to baggage from the past where a situation's been similar to the one you're experiencing now, reflect on this. Get clear on that situation and the reality of what risks could happen now, and the reality of what is just your mind giving you, sometimes we have ways where our mind is just beautiful at giving us these little fears, the little drops of, or nuggets of life that make things harder than they need to be. So you're at peace when your mind is clear and the way is clear. So finding peace in your mind and trust again for this new direction. Okay, we have the gnomes, which is humanity, friendship, hard work, little visions. So, you know, his house is kind of hidden in the hill. It's like there's a bit of warmth in there. I feel like it's like this beautiful warmth of what the unknown isn't scary. Like, look at these flowers, little daisies. It's like, well, you know, there's all smoke signals here, like signs coming up from above, where sometimes that can be old fear, old patterns, things like that, where you go, oh, well, damn, what if this happens again? But just remember that there is so much joy and warmth in the unknown. You can discover so much beauty. You know, a friendship, a love, or something in this situation. There's going to be, yeah, so much more to come. So the little visions, try and bring in the beautiful little visions. Be more, perhaps you need to be writing some more gratitude, daily gratitudes on where you're at the moment in terms of bringing your focus back to the things that are going well. And visions of what good aspects came out of past experiences that perhaps weren't as welcoming. But there's always something good that comes of every situation, even when we don't like to see it yet. With reflection and getting our clear mind, and we start to see what the universe was trying to tell us or trying to gift us. And asking for help. I'm feeling like this is very, almost like, I'm feeling like this is like your divine team. Like, ask for help from above, from your team that supports you in the ethereal world. Like, just call on support to help let go of this old energy, old thought patterns, or old patterns of self in general. Call in help. There is so much support out there ready to give to you. It's beautiful. So we'll pick some tea leaves. I've already shuffled these before. There we go, that'll do. I'll put these aside. So, what have we got? Advice from a friend with the dog barking. Marriage. And work, achievement, success. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. We have goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Happiness. We have December. And bag, with something important, such as a new job or a raise. So, again, I do feel like this is definitely like new relationship energy. I just, yeah, I felt this from the start, and I'm still feeling this now. It's as though previously you've had warnings coming in about situations with someone, and that advice has helped you through a time where you needed support. That was probably really difficult information to receive, but I mean, yeah, it's left a mark there. It's definitely left a mark. But it's almost like there's this reminder here that the advice from friends, it's not always going to be bad. You know, just because someone's feedback on a situation might be different for them, it doesn't mean it's going to be that way for you. Or just because a past situation, an experience with a friend or a partner or something had a different outcome, it doesn't mean it's going to happen again. You are safe now. You're allowed to, you know, whether this is a friendship or a love relationship, you are perfectly okay to experience this happiness again in union with a person. It's safe. Absolutely. You know, there will be success in asking for help from your spirit team. I just feel like there's definitely going to be success in the work that you put in to overcoming these fears that are blocking you and getting your mind clear again so that you can step into this beautiful union with something new. And if this is a current relationship you're in, you may need to return to beginner mindset. Okay? Just because there's been someone barking in your ear or telling you a different way to think or feel about someone or a situation, you need to remember that it doesn't matter. Return to a beginner mindset, get clarity and reflection, and ask for that spiritual support to let go of old mindsets, old patterns, and to commit to what is true for you, for your highest good, and step into happiness. This journey is going to leave you wiser at the end. And it's going to bring you so much growth within self. It says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth with a goldfish. But I feel like this is just going to bring you so much abundance in the situation that you're in. You know, bag something important such as a new job or a raise. You're going to receive some pretty incredible outcomes, and I believe it's going to be happening around December. You've got your happiness, a new job or raise, work achievement, success, marriage, long journey will leave you wiser. It's all surrounding this December. It's going to be beautiful. You need to just return to beginner mindset. Start again. It's okay to start again. It's okay to go to basics and take small steps if need. It doesn't need to be big, grand visions, and just little shifts. Okay, and you'll get little shifts as you take the time to reflect as you go along this journey. You will have little insights that you'll have time to reflect on because you'll be clearer. Okay, to finish off this reading today, I will pull some tarot cards to get some intuitive guidance, a bit more of a story into this picture that we're in at the moment. Okay. And remember, this is timeless, this reading, so whenever you are receiving this, it's the right time for you. Okay, we have the Chariot. We have Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, Strength, and lastly we have Judgment. Okie dokie. So you've had a previous situation with regards to this person or previous relationship where things have just moved really quickly. and you had this little vision in your mind of how you wanted it to look, although you see in the background it's like it's still not completely clear, but you had a little bit of an idea of what you wanted to happen, and you just sped to it without thinking about all the little bits that go with it, and being, I guess, more true to yourself, what you need. It was like, I feel like this is a part of a past energy in that was experienced, and you just hoped to be carried away just by, supported by this, you know, strong energy that would just take you through and allow you to bloom into the person you want to be. It was like, yeah, keeping, you were holding everything close though still, like you weren't revealing it all. You weren't, you know, you weren't putting all your eggs in. You were still holding back in some way or another, or someone was in this energy. It was almost like there was no way of moving forward. Apologise about that, I just had a problem come up. Yeah, previously all your eggs weren't being put in, so it's like you weren't nurtured where you wanted to be, or perhaps your idea of what was nurturing wasn't quite the other person's at the time. You're on different trajectories. It's like, I feel, I'm just getting this energy of, you know, you see this part of blooming happening here, but then it's like, whenever you put in, every time you put in an egg, it's like it just didn't go anywhere. Nothing came of it. Just kept meeting this kind of end, and she just looks like, oh, if this is my last egg, do I really want to put this in now? So it's almost like charged forward, but then when things started to get real, the truth was revealed, and there was more to it than what was initially seen, you know, which was kind of faded in the background there. But to see like this Four of Wands, it's like there's two people dancing on a rooftop with in the middle of these trees, that just the light shining through, two little birdies on the sides and flowers up around. It's all lit up and illuminated as though, I don't know, it just feels joyful to me. It feels like remember to see what you see from this perspective from up above, and the joy that's seen from this different angle. You know, all these little doors and windows, it's like all these obstacles that you have to get through first, and sometimes that's all they are. They're just little things that are under the surface that you're not going to see coming, but it's life. But you see, like, there's still beauty that comes out of the, you know, like the occasional windows got this light and this string that comes through with light and a bird, and so it's almost like there's still always hope in each avenue, each path that you take. This, yeah, just see the joy in it and the vibrance. And Strength card we have it's like you've previously put so much into things, and it's like the strength started to feel like it dissipated a bit. You just I just feel like, I know that the Strength card has its own meaning, but I'm out of this for this purpose. I'm getting this feeling that this is related to your past issue, but the fact that the Strength card has come in and is as a major arcana is also saying, you know, you've got so much strength to overcome this. There is so much to come, so much joy, so much beauty in this. So even though you feel like you've put in so much in the past and so much patience and so much, you know, give, it's okay. Hold on to this strength at the moment. Let it shine through, because you have so much more of it to pull out of that bag, and so much more to give. And, you know, with these eggs, well, they still haven't opened, so there's plenty of new beginnings that can come off that. And the Judgment, it's like that. There's always that balance, that judgment. It's what's needed to come to head will come to head. What's needed to be will be. And you just need to focus back in self and allow yourself to see that. Yeah, remember with the Judgment, you have choice. You always have choice. You have the strength and you have choice. Remember that youthful joy. Remember to dance, to stand tall, and always just put yourself above all the things that could potentially be, you know, these little windows and doors that are things that could maybe happen. Put them under you, put them in the ground, and just trust that things are going to be okay. It's all good. It's okay. You've got this. You have loads of strength and support and choice, and to make everything balance out again, and to bring you this beautiful union of happiness and wisdom and growth and all the beauty that's to come. You've got such an abundant energy of just, yeah. So remember, first things first, back to this beginner mindset. Get clear on what is real. When you break it all down, reflect, seek that spiritual support where it's needed, and allow yourself to take that abundance of happiness that's to come, because December's going to bring some joy. It's going to be beautiful, even if it has been a tough ride, and there may still be a tough ride while you really push through these cyclical energies of the past and really push through your shadows as they come up. But you've got so much support. It's okay. Plenty of success here. And loads of strength to do it. So you'll be fine. So pile number 3. Thank you so much for listening today. I'd love for you to subscribe and like this video. If you would like to, feel free to comment. Yeah, share how this resonates with you and your path at the moment. And I wish you all the best. All the magic to come on your journey. Thank you.